Earlier we were analyzing the average motion of planets and how they create different situations. So today we are going to understand the cause of reactions. So first we will recap what we already saw. This is a tree of life. So you start from Ketu or Rahu, the Keter, and when that makes 19 into 5 rounds around the zodiac, we are trying to see that how other planets move. So by the time Ketu makes 19 into 5 round on the zodiac, Saturn is making 31 into 5, which means Saturn is making 12 into 5, 60 rounds around the zodiac. At the same time, Mars is making 47 into 4 into 5 rounds around the zodiac. At the same time, Sun is making 19 into 31 into 3 rounds around the zodiac. At the same time, Life or the Jupiter is making 149 rounds around the zodiac. At the same time, Venus is going around the Sun 13 into 17 into 5 times. At the same time, Intelligence or Mercury is going around the Venus 47 into 19 into 5 times. At the same time, Mind or the Emotion is going around the Sun 31 into 3 into 47 into 5 times. So, considering all these different motions into account, first we will understand what is time. So time is actually a frame. So if you take one unit or as a day, you are able to break it into day and night because you are able to flip between light and darkness. So you can suppose if there was no day and night, you cannot logically divide a day into two. So just because these planets are at different spots with respect to zodiac or Venus or whatever it is with respect to Ketu, you are able to see that we are able to divide the motion of planets into different situations. We are creating situations, and again we have logically explained in the earlier videos on the average planetary motion that 31 is related to folding and unfolding, 47 is related to the relationship of the whole with either a collective view, outer view or an inner view, 19 is related to what is called the moving from having to not having, or not having and then not having to having, and then the 5 are the pentagon, 4 is a central from how do you in what 4 directions you go, 3 is related to the 3 divisions, the past, present, future, or the collective view, holistic view, inner view, outer view. This comes up to moon. So you can see that all these different movements we can logically divide into 1 by 3 into 4 into 5 into 31 into 47 into 19. It will be like what you call roughly 18 into 31 minutes. You can, this particular division you can call it as a situation. But human beings are not just beings of situation, they are actually in the zone of reaction. So the reaction you call by the Malkuth or the Lagna or the, here you can see a cross. In English the cross represents, we use the cross for flip side, good or bad, right or wrong, reactive or non-reactive, happy or sad, whatever it is. And then it's more with the boundary, or we are imprisoned in the situations. So if you see the Lagna, the word whether we use a Lagna, what we call, it's above the horizon or what is visible and what is not visible half, the ascendant. That's one way of thinking. And this Malkut or whatever is the zone of the earth is much more further divisions within the situations. See, which means for the same situation, a situation you can logically, a smallest unit of situation, you can think it as 3 into 4 into 5, 31 into 47 into 19. The smallest unit of situation can further be divided into different reactions. So we are now going to find the how the ego or the ahankara or the lagna or the mode of reaction is related to a situation, which is the smallest unit. So how you react depends upon how you relate yourself with the different perspectives. Suppose if you go up to mind, you will have one way. If you go up to Venus, you will have one way. If you go up to Sun, you will have one way. And if you go beyond and then go up to the Venus, Ketu, you will have another way of reaction. So the smallest unit, suppose if you go up to Moon, you can divide that same thing into 8 parts, say, and then it's like a 3 by 8. If you take a 3 lunar days or the lagna going around the moon 3 rounds, by the time it completes 3 rounds, it would have made 8 different steps. So you can think logically divide into 147, 258 and then 36. This is how you divide. So third step 1, 2, 3 is 2, and then third step 1, 2, 3 is 3, and then third step 1, 2, 3 is 4, and then another third step 1, 2, 3 is 5. Like that you can keep. So a circle you can divide into 8, and then you can have 3 such circles. So the 147 are the masculine planets, Sun, Jupiter, Venus. 258 are the feminine planets, Moon, Mercury and Mars. And 3 and 6 are the Rahu, Ketu, which is the gathering and scattering. And then this point you can logically call it as the Saturn or the in between. So the not having and the having are separated. Similar, Rahu and Ketu are the separated. This happens because in mind everything is solid. So the same Malkut or the Lagna, if you see from mind going on the mind, to the mind things are solid. So which means there are 8 corners. And there are 3 ways of going, one this way or this way. The paths. Like the Rubik's Cube, you can think with respect to the mind. Now if you go think the ego with respect to Venus, that divides into 12 by 31. You can see the 12 and 31 here. The 31 is the relationship between Ketu and Saturn. 12 is the relationship between Saturn and Zodiac. Zodiac is about oscillating around the point of in between, the chaotic state. And 31 is more related to unfolding and folding, which is gathering and scattering. So there are 2 different ways of thinking. And with respect to, if you go around Venus 12 times, suppose you have a zodiac, this is a logical zodiac, you can see 12 bars. If you go around 12 times and you suppose you logically place Venus somewhere here, we know that Venus also moves, but with respect to Venus, if you make 12 different rounds, by the same time the circle itself you can divide into 31, which is the folding and the unfolding, which is from Akasha, go to Vayu, Agni, Apas, Prithvi, and then from Prithvi, Apas, Agni, Vayu, Akasha, 1 by 2, 1, 2, 4, 8, and then 8, 4, 2, 1, 1 by 2. This is with respect to the seed or the Venus. So it's a oscillation or the wave. Now if you try to relate with the solar day, like the sun, then the whole division changes differently. It becomes 19 into 41. Here you can see the 19 into 49 here. See, by the time sun makes 19 into 31 into 3 rounds around the zodiac, so the Ketu moves 19 into 5 times. So 19 and 19 are common. If you eliminate, 31 into 3 is 95, 93 plus 5 is 98. 98 is 49 into 2. So which means sun is going around the gathering and scattering, or you can call this zone as the solar eclipse. You can have 49 into 2 into 19 solar eclipses. Now here you can see 19 and 49 here. So to understand the 19 and 49, we have to actually understand the concept of odd squares and even squares. See, when things are odd, or it tends towards, there is one square at the center. 1 squared is 1, 3 squared is 9, 5 squared is 25, 7 squared will be 49, 9 squared will be 81. This is a odd squares tend to 1 at the center. Even squares tend to 4 at the square, which is 2 squared is 4, 4 squared is 16, 6 squared is 36, 8 squared is 64. That's how. This is a thinking of even square. See, to why 4 at the center? See, we suppose if you have a day and night, in the earlier videos on the averages, you understand that it tends towards Akasha Adi, dividing the one hand with two sides into, so this is one hand, the one hand, which you are not seeing this side or that side, but here you are seeing the two sides, so which is 1 by 2 state of the Akasha. Now here suppose if you try to take all the odds in one side and even on other side. Suppose you put all the odds in light, 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, all this in light, and then all the evens in the other side, 2, 4, 6, 8. So now moving from, if you add like this 1 plus 3 plus 5 plus 7 minus of minus 2, minus 4, minus 6, all these things, you will tend to 1 by 4. That is why you are going towards the 4 divisions for even: fire, earth, air, water, and even the zodiac is a even square. You can see 12 here: Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, Virgo, Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius, Pisces. Here you are seeing 12 boxes here, and then within that you are seeing the fire, earth, air, water. So the source is the 4, 1 by 4, dividing the one big square here, the central square of Saturn here, is you are dividing it into the 4, fire, earth, air, water, and then if you extend that further, you will get the other divisions. So 12 box is a zodiac, then you can even have a 20 box. This is the area where the sun moves, and you can relate the movement of the Saturn, Rahu, Ketu, all these things in this zone, the 20, and then you can even have the 28 box. So it's like 4 plus 8 into 0 is 4, 4 plus 8 into 1 is 8 plus 4 is 12, and then 4 plus 8 into 2, 16, 8 into 16 plus 4 is 20, and then 4 plus 8 into 3, 8 into 3 is 24 plus 4, 28. That's how you get a 64 box, which is the chessboard thinking, the 64 box chessboard. This is the even square. The similar odd square, you start from 1, which is the Saturn, or the in between. See here, it's in between. You can start from Rahu, the opposite will be Ketu. So the gathering and then scattering. So for the for the inner circle, this is life. For the outer circle, this is Mercury, life and intelligence, Jupiter and Venus. And then Sun and Moon, Venus and Mars. This is it has become 9 Navagrahas. You can see the 9 views. Here you can see 12 values. Here you can see 4, fire, earth, air, water. Here at the center you are seeing the in between, the state of Saturn. So this is in the innermost is called null set, nothing is inside, everything is outside. The outermost set is called universe set, everything is inside, nothing is outside. And the Saturn is in between. So you are separating the universe set and the null set. So that's why Saturn is in the middle. So the 1 and then 4 is here, 1 by 4. So 1 by 4 is actually a connection between the odd square and the even square. Here the odd, one of the odd square is 49. So in odd square you are having views or solid perspectives, like see, Sun is the father, Moon is the mother, Mercury is the friend, Jupiter is the male, Venus is the female, Saturn is the elder, Rahu is paternal father, right? Ketu is the maternal father, all this, Mars is the brother. So you can see that these are all solid views, or you can tangify, or you can see it as visible in your own life. So if you see your father is he is actually like a representative of the sun. So he is being just like in a matrix, you can see that the agent can take any form, right? So your father is the agent of the sun, your mother is the agent of the moon, and Mars is the agent of your blood relatives and the brother. But if you see in this even square, they are all within you. For example, if you see Aries are the love, you cannot see he is love, she is love, the tree is love. So you can't tangify it as visible, but it is an abstract idea. Love, wealth, you can't say this is wealth, that is wealth. For what is wealth for you, it need not be the wealth for another. Dilemma, what is dilemma for you may not be the dilemma for another. What is faith for you need not be the faith for other. Sagittarius. Similarly, what is your dream need not be another person's dream. So these are all abstract values. So what is expansion, what is stability, what is instability, what is contraction, these are all abstract ideas. So the evenness is more, you are dividing the things into either side. The odd square, it's more towards unifying. So it's more like a war between confusion and clarity. So the zodiac creates confusion because you can have this one but not that one, you can have this one but not that one. So in an evenness, you have to choose between one or the other. In the odd, it's more like you have to unify the things to get to the center. So the sun is more related to the if you take the same Malkuth, the actual Malkuth, and you relate it to the sun, it will be more like 19 by 49. So, or you can say that you can divide this whole circle into 49 parts, and then you can have 19 such solar days. So by the time you will be able to properly complete. The 19 I have already explained in the earlier videos on the averages, where we are having, it's 3, from having to not having is 6, and then the state of the Akasha, and then you are thinking that I am not having the next thing, which is the 3, and then moving from not having to the having, which is another 6. 6 plus 3, 9 plus 1, 10, 16 plus 3, 19. So that's how you relate the same thing with respect to the sun. Now if you go up to the higher zone, the higher things, if you try to relate the reaction of the Malkuth or the Lagna, the ascendant, with respect to the other higher things, the most logical higher division is the Ketu, where the thing divides into 7 by 18. Or if you have 7 draconic days, and you can divide each day into 18 parts. This 18 is a very important number. It's called the number of the levels. And 7 again is more to do with the 7 zones of a two-dimensional infinite plane. It's like a logical, if you have a 2D infinite plane, you can logically divide into 7 parts, where the null set will, inside the null set, boundary of the null set, outside the null set, and then the separator between the null set and the universe set, and then inside the universe set, boundary of the universe set, outside the universe set. So you have 7 divisions of a two-dimensional infinite plane. This is the number for the Vimsotri Dasha. If you take, this is the number for Ketu, or the moon's descending node. And the Rahu, the Vimsotri Dasha, if you take, the total years for Rahu is actually 18. 18 is a level number. See, think this way. Suppose there are two fools seeing two ponds on the surface. They don't know that they both are connected at the bottom. So this is, suppose if you are hiding this bottom, one wants to empty this part and one wants to fill this part. So his thinking is a worker thinking. Whoever wants to empty is a worker thinking, and whoever wants to fill is a businessman thinking. The intelligence, which is 17, and the worker or the Saturn, which is 19. 19 is nothing but 18 plus 1, and the businessman or the intelligence thinking is 17, which is 18 minus 1. So 17 thinks that I am 1 less than 18, so he wants to level it by filling. So intelligence is something which you can never fill. If you keep on adding more and more intelligence, you can become more and more intelligent. The more you will become intelligent, you will still feel that you can still become more intelligent. And work again, it's the like that. If I do this one, I can empty this. Like if you complete this work, I will be free. If I complete the next work, I will be free. So I don't have any more work. There is never a state where the work is going to end. There is never a state where intelligence is going to be full. So you can not empty the karma. Saturn is related to the karma or the work. So the karma is never going to end. So people who think that if I do all these things and my karma is going to end, they again are fools, because they cannot level. 19 is always 18 plus 1. And intelligence is always 18 minus 1. So with intelligence you can never reach the 18. With karma you can never reach the 18. But 18 is more the evilness or the level line of the Rahu Ketu. The 18 years of the Rahu or the 18 steps, if you see, they are all connected things. If you take water from this one, pour here, and then by the time you take the next water, the water will go via this route back to this thing to create the level. So the 7 and 18 is another way of dividing. So you can divide a circle into 18 parts, and you can have 7 such draconic days. And the ego, as you make 7 by 18 of this thing, it's a logical unit of the next situation. So here we are trying to actually relate the situation, the smallest division of the situation. We saw that it's 3 into 4 into 5 into 31 into 47 into 19. We already saw that 3 is related to 47, which is nothing but the number of connecting how you can see the whole, whether you can see collectively, inwardly or outwardly, or how you can connect. This is the thinking of 47. 5 and 31, it's more related to unfolding and enfolding. So for this higher level, you can see that you start from Akasha, Vayu, Agni, Apas, Prithvi, and then come back. The 31 is more like a unfolding and folding. 4 is related to moving from having to not having, having to the Akasha and then moving from Akasha back to, now from not having and then back to having. So that's the division of 4. This is a situation, but how you react to this situation. So within this, you can divide this smallest unit further into 7 by 18. So by the time, if you go keep 7 steps around this 18 box, 18 divisions, you will move to the next situation. Keep another 7 steps, move to the next situation. Like that, you can keep on doing 18 times, and you will complete a draconic week, or the 7 days of a Rahu Ketu. So division of situation is one thing, division of reaction is yet another thing. So what you call the ego or the ascendant, on the surface you can keep ascendant on. If you generally, how you do, you first draw the zodiac, and then with respect to your place of birth, time of birth, and on the date, all these situations would be logically somewhere, and then based on your place of birth and time of birth, you can put your ascendant in any of these boxes. The moment you put ascendant somewhere, suppose I put ascendant here in Capricorn, which means the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, this is below the horizon. So whenever ascendant is here, Capricorn, Aquarius, Pisces, Aries, Taurus, Gemini is below the horizon. So he can neither know himself, he can neither understand his wealth, he can neither understand his support, he can neither understand what is his happiness, he can neither understand what is his punya, he can neither understand what is his enemies. These things are below the horizon. The 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, right? This 7 is the support, partnership, 8 is the your thieves, 9 is your higher education or the fortune, 10 is the status, 11 is the profit, 12 is the what is it called, your losses. So these things are above the horizon, these things are below the horizon. So but if you see, now if you see, the lagna or the ascendant is more connected to the ego, or see, at the time of birth, the same lagna is called the initial condition. Your time and place of birth, this is the initial condition. At the time of question, the same lagna is called the current condition. So the human beings are actually imprisoned by the initial condition and the current condition. So we are the prisoners of situation, but we are free to react, and how we react again is a discretized box. You can see with respect to mind, it is by the time you 3 by 8 of this box, the situation you are moving to the next situation. With respect to Venus, it's a wave. Again, out of 12 by 31, you move to the next situation. Similarly for Sun, it is 19 by 49, you move to the next situation. So this whole box of 3 into 4 into 5, 31 into 47 into 19 is further, you can break it into either 7 by 18 or 19 by 49 or 12 by 31 or 3 by 8. This is the problem of the reaction. So if you think, you can further understand this whole fire, earth, air, water as a wave. Think of a wave. It's a bell curve, right? I mean, sine wave, everything, every sine wave is a bell curve. You are moving from the very bottom of the bell curve, which you can call it expansion, stability, instability, and then contraction. The fire and air are moving towards the equilibrium. You can see fire, you are moving towards the middle line. Air also, you are moving towards the middle line. So anyway, whenever you are moving towards the middle line, you can mark the triangle as upward. This is a symbolic language. And earth, you can see it's moving away from the middle line. Water also, it's moving away from the middle line. Both you can see, when you move away from the middle line, you can mark by the triangle below. Now air you can see is having a line in the middle which says it is above the middle line. Earth is also having a line in the middle. It should be like this one. Air is also having a line in the middle. So the middle line says that it is somewhere above the middle line. So earth, you are going away from the equilibrium, so the triangle is below, and it is above the middle line, so it is there. Air, you are going towards the middle line, so the triangle is above, and then the line. This is a logical way of an oscillation. So you can see in many ways, like you can think that I am moving from one ending to the next ending, or you can even say extend the curve like this way. Start from, so the you can think it as we are moving from one not having to having, and then back to not having. Okay, this is one way of thinking, moving from the bottommost you are seeing. Or you can start from having to not having to having. So this is an interesting idea. See, generally we always talk about the problems in the waking life. So suppose this is the first house, or where the ascendant is. This is the second house. Second house is related to the eyes, education, speech, and all these the things that we do on the waking state. So if you see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, this is the 12th house is actually the house of the sleep or the dream. So we are affected by our instrument of senses, our memory. So these are all our our senses are our enemies. If you see on the waking state, most of our problems of reactions is because we are sensing the world outside and the people outside with our senses, and we remember what has already happened, and we also try to worry about, fear what is going to happen. So that is the zone of the memory. But if you go the reverse way in your dream, so dream also you have to think that this is your eyes are closed, the 2, but the 12 or the sleep is awake. So you think this way, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 12. So in your waking state you are oscillating from this way, in your dreaming state you are oscillating this way. So a day you go this way, waking, dreaming, waking, dreaming. So you are keeping on oscillating between waking and dreaming. This is a important problem. So here, like the zone of Rahu are scattering everything, and the topmost line are the zone of the Ketu gathering everything. You are moving from scattering to gathering, gathering to scattering, or from not having to having and having to not having. Or you can say that I am moving from one having something, losing that thing, and then gaining another thing, from having to not having, and then back to not having. So if you start here not having, you are not having to having this one zone, and then from having to not having is the other way. Or you can say that I am moving from having to not having, and then not having to having. So you can say when somebody is descending to the earth and then ascending to the heaven, or you can say one is ascending to the heaven and descending to the earth. So irrespective of how you see, the reaction and situations are both not totally in the control of us. So understanding this reaction and situation is in a much more logical, discretized way, where we can see that even time, time is the most trickiest thing. Suppose if you want to divide a box into say 9, first you should see the whole and the parts. You cannot divide something into parts without knowing the whole, or you cannot get the whole without getting the parts. Say, suppose you have one box. If you want to know this whole thing, you should first know that there are 9 boxes. Or if you know this one, you should know how many such parts are there. So time is such a tricky thing that discretizing the things into situations and reactions can only help you understand things. So you can even divide the situations into further minute things, like nowadays we are having so many chronological clocks, atomic clocks, all these things. But are we really getting any benefit by dividing further? Or how you divide should be more logical, and the logical divisions, again the intention should be integrate back to the whole. So if you cannot integrate what has been discretized to the whole, it is not quite useful for us to live a happy and peaceful life. So this should be our intention. The situation, the study of the situations, we call the tree of life, and then the study of the reactions, it's yet another part. It's a human experience. So you have to integrate both to lead a and more happy life, and to accept things as they are and not the way we want. Thank you.